What's up, everybody? I need to do the same rigmarole as every time. I have to double check that everybody is scared, and I mean, last time earlier today, last time when I was logged in, I was in plat, but it happens the same thing every time, that the platinum rating goes up a lot in the last few hours, so I'm pretty sure I need to climb some in classic arena. Give me a sec. I just got out of the shower, kind of like usual. Little bit last minute. Okay, I'm not that much behind. I think I was like 30 points above platinum cutoff, like, I don't know, 3 hours ago or something. Not that long time ago. Is Coronet Room good? Yeah, I mean, of course, it's not like people have that many mythics, so people do use it. I had pretty annoying situation. I think I lost a battle, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I think, because their Nice had Gloomy Coronet, I think, or something. Some nuker had Gloomy Coronet. I think it was Nice. I feel like there is better things. Block damage is so meta right now that people, not everybody always, but obviously I'm using Rotos and most people use Marius and other stuff. People kind of need to have champions that can ignore block damage, because it's so big issue in the meta right now. So it's always not even like that big deal, but it's still a really good relic. I don't think it's the most meta one. If something changes, it might be more relevant. I mean, it's good, but we were just debating about it in my Discord a couple days ago. Okay, fuck me. I think, okay, fuck this. We're gonna do like some one-man teams. I wanna play live arena. I'm so close to top 100. I need to do it quickly. Like I was saying that if I had one, would I put it on my Predator? It would be kind of tough choice, because I think Wand of Submission is really good. It really helps me out a lot. It's so situational, I can't really tell. Like, you get more damage out of Gloomy Coronet, but then there is ones that give you ignore defense, like Cat's Gaze or Lens, that give you like way more damage than Gloomy Coronet. But then you also get a defensive cooldown, but then people often have to use champions to deal with that block damage anyway, because everybody's using like 15 block damage or unkillable champions in every battle. It's very situational. Sometimes some other relic might be better, sometimes it's better. It really depends. Yeah. I don't really have an opinion about blind or non-blind. I just wish that we would be able to... Like, first of all, I don't think the blind arena is fully blind. I thought blind meant that we can't see the teams of people, but that's obviously not it. I think the meta would be different, because you could run some non-meta quirky things, and when people are building their teams for meta, for their blood push, and then they see some team that on vacuum is much weaker, but it might have a good matchup against teams people use against meta. That would make the defense teams more diverse and interesting. But it's not actually fully blind meta. You can still see what people you're attacking, just not their names. So I don't think it really matters. I also think the leaderboards are super scuffed. I want to see what rank I get after plat, and I want to see the ranks of other people, and I want to see what kind of teams are being used and this kind of stuff. I think it's just interesting as somebody that wants to improve or is just interested about arena or for content in general. I think they kind of screwed big time with the leaderboard thing. It's so scuffed. I used to always check, you know, the top ranks little bit before the reset ends, and after it, now I can't do it. So probably most people don't really even care about that aspect, but for me it was, I don't really like it. The actual like blind arena itself, that like we can see their names, for me it doesn't do any difference. Maybe the one thing that it does, which maybe it was meant to like, which was maybe the real reason why they did it, and they didn't want to be too public about it, is probably cheating. They probably did it not really for the clan thing, but more that people, or like, not per se that people don't attack their clanmates, which was the thing that everybody was like publicly outraged about. I think the bigger issue, not like a bigger issue like overall for most people, but for the top end, the bigger issue was like boosting and cheating. And now boosting at least is kind of much harder to be done. People can still totally do it because they can recognize the teams, but maybe it's slightly harder. I don't know. I think it was kind of a little bit update. I don't think it did what it was supposed to do, to be honest. But that's me. I've always taken a big issue with cheating because it's kind of a weird thing in Raid. You don't really want to talk about it, you know, because you don't want to promote it. But then it's been done a lot and it's kind of annoying, so. I mean, I do use Galleos. We talk about this almost every stream. I mean, obviously Rotos and Predator have much higher chance to take a turn when they go second. Sometimes I use Galleos, but not every time. I just want to get some quick, easy battles in. Oh, come on, I can do this. See, Wand was kind of proc there. Well, it didn't save me in the end, but the Warriors would have totally killed me if I got the Wand. If I didn't get the Wand proc, block damage wouldn't have saved me. I mean, Predator does have multi-hit A2, so I don't know if it's that big issue. I don't think that's really gonna... Like, Predator is definitely not gonna go out of meta, trust me. Predator is one of the biggest meta champions. If you don't play a lot of live arena, you maybe don't see it, and he's definitely more meta in live arena than classic arena, let's be clear. Because ideally, in classic arena you'd want to do quick offense battles and not whatever it is that I'm doing right now. But he's so strong universally. Obviously everybody struggles with Mercurial. Now Predator does have multi-hit, don't forget about that. And he just does a lot of hits with the A1, like overall, not multi-hits, but he spams a lot of single hits, like without taking turns. The biggest benefactors of Mercurial set is obviously CC, like buff strippers and debuff champions, so Galatir, Theodosia, Hilvi, and then kind of maybe like basically everything that does debuffs benefits out of it a lot, but maybe the like unsung winner out of Mercurial meta that kind of went little bit unnoticed, not by the top arena players because everybody is doing it, but it was actually like a huge Marius buff. Before, Marius is super good, he was always super good, like maybe the most popular champion just overall, but Marius, I mean, could get polymorphed, it was a little bit annoying. You almost didn't often even want him to do the enfeeble on A1, because if you were already going first and stomping the enemy, that could like give you a chance to lose. But now, with 9-piece Mercurial, people kind of changed the strats with Marius. The strat is not to go for like damage and like cat's case and so on. Everybody that can do 9-piece Mercurial is doing 9-piece Mercurial with Stormcaller, and he really doesn't need to do a lot of damage at all. You're just continuously stunning the entire enemy team, and you know, you don't have to worry about any kind of polymorphs, and also he has much better survivability. People are just going, like before, Marius was maybe 60% damage and 40% support. Now Marius is like 70% support and 30% damage, and he's much better than he was before. Marius got like as big buff as Galatir and Theodosia and Hilvi. It was a very big indirect Marius buff. Come on, just couple more battles. But do I think the Mercurial meta hurts Predator specifically? No. I don't think it's like he's indifferent to it. I have seen some people actually fought like one guy today that was using it. It wasn't that good, but right now it's kind of hard to get a great damage set on Mercurial anyway, unless, you know, you win the lottery like 7 times in a row. But pardon that, I'm getting the chat up. This app is super annoying when I open it. I don't think it's super good for him. Maybe later on people can do much better builds and it actually would be good. But, you know, he's kind of neutral about it. He's neutral about everything, really. Predator doesn't have bad matchups like most other champions do. Oh fuck, I don't have my... I forgot, I don't have my Sulfuran geared. I don't want to do this team. Also, another nuker that benefited out of it a lot is the Geral. Wait, now I'm in bat. Did I get like wins in defense? No? Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Geral does like the protected counter attack that you can't buff strip. I think both the... Is it just the unkillable or counter attack? I think both of them are protected, or at least the unkillable. He does that, and then you have 9-piece Mercurial, and you're forced to hit him, and he does massive AoE damage. And if you don't hit him, you know, you can't CC him, and if you hit him, you die. So it's kind of a good combo with him. Even though he doesn't really do debuffs. What is this? But maybe we will see more other squishy nukers. I haven't really seen it. Like, I got the West Steel like yesterday, and people were super hyped about him. I'm like very mildly hyped. I mean, it's gonna be a huge PvE upgrade for me. I really want to try her in Mercurial, see if we can make her work. But for instance, somebody like Georgit, even with Mercurial, I haven't seen like any Georgits at all. People don't really use a lot of squeezy champions like that right now, outside of Marius. Marius is like the main one that you see that is not really tanky but gets used all the time. And he is built in Mercurial, so I feel like right now, if you're running a squishy champion, he needs to have enough damage or utility that you can build him in Mercurial. Yeah, we'll get to live arena in a second. I'm pretty high rank. People were doubting me. I was like rank 111 last time I did battles, but it's pretty active, so I'm sure I'm not that right now. But there is time, so I think I'm gonna get it. It's been really rough. Sometimes I have good win streaks, like against crazy accounts, but then sometimes I have lose streaks too, and it's super depressing, and you know, it feels so unfair, and it's kind of demotivating sometimes. I think next season I'm gonna go easier maybe, but I feel like if I get like one Mythic Reviver, I think it would probably be way better. The nukers I have right now are kind of good. None of these. Okay, fuck. I'm catching up with the chat. I was too focused on fighting classic arena teams because I don't have that part covered yet. By the way, about the friendly battles, after next week or the week after. I think next week we'll promote it, but we'll do our own tournament in 2 weeks after this live arena season ends, and I'm not too focused by that. Probably not next week, but the week after. But next week I'll make videos about it. We'll do some our own tournament. I think the gem giveaway needs to be like tournament from now on, but we could do some other ones too. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's play some live arena while we can. It's not giving. It's always bugging out like that. Okay, it's not even giving me the stats there. Sometimes when it shows that you're in gold, even though you're in plat, it gives you stats and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, now fuck me. Okay, now it does anyway. So currently 54% win rate. Wait, can you see it on the video? 54% win rate and rank 114. I know the win rate is not the most impressive one, but trust me, the accounts that I fight are like, you know, 15 levels above my league. Well, okay, that's not even true. But way more than 50 levels above my league. Some people are like, you know, the accounts are not comparable. There is people that are normal accounts, and then there is much crazier accounts and even much crazier. But on average, everything is crazy. There is no free-to-play accounts here. Somebody did run Mikage against me yesterday, and I was asking in Discord what's up with this guy. Is he memeing on me? Because he was super high points too. But people were telling me that they know him, and he just runs weird stuff normally. And that was like the only time I see somebody running something unusual. I see the same stuff pretty much every other battle. It's like Fabian, Marius, Galatil, Hilvi, Theodosia, Geral, Grixia, you know. There's not a lot of variation. It's the same stuff. Predator, Carnage, Embrus, even Rotos I hardly ever see people pick. I think I saw Rotos like one time on this weekend. And I'm always, because of the Mercurial meta that we were just talking about, how like it made Polymorph practically useless, and Galatir, Hilvi, you know, those kind of champions, they got insane buff from Mercurial. Now they can't get polymorphed and they don't have any risk, and they went from being like, well, Galatir wasn't risky champion because he's also tanky and everything, but champions like Hilvi and Odin went from super risky, like super high risk, super high reward champions to like super high reward and no risk. And I have to pick like Donatello or Ancora every battle, and you know, I'm always fighting against lockout and debuffs, and I need cleansers and this kind of thing. So I practically have to pick the same team almost every time. Okay, this guy actually didn't pick a lockout yet. I feel like he's gonna. I mean, Galatir is kind of a lockout, but this has been my go-to team now for a few days. With obviously I pick other champions too, but this is kind of my core team. I pretty much have to pick Donatello or Ancora every battle because we're getting locked out and debuffed. Usually both, and not just debuffed. But I was talking about the Vestiel thing. I can't do her in Mercurial yet, obviously. Maybe Vestiel could be a good Solanar counter. Okay, Androck. Androck is like totally not meta champion. I don't think I've seen Androck maybe single time this season. I think I'll go for the Solanar ban. In my core team, I don't have like a good way to deal with Solanar. There is, of course, the obvious one that you just lock him out, and then you're really good. Like Fabian is really good against him. If you can buff strip him without debuffing him, or lockout, or both in one skill, that's really good. Outside of that, if you can ignore Stone Skin, but if you can't get rid of the Stone Skin and you can't like polymorph him or whatever, he's pretty hard champion to deal with. Maybe if I can get 9-piece Mercurial on my Vestiel, maybe that's gonna be like my Solanar counter in the future. But I have her geared, but well, I don't even have masteries on her yet, but I do have like, I already made build on her, but I'm not gonna use her today. Walkout plus Geral passive, that's kind of funny. Geral is super meta, guys. Mercurial, like I said, is really good with him, and he's also really good against the champions that are using Mercurial. Geral went up a lot ranks. It's not even just because of the buff that he got, which was insanely good, but also he's needed. He's good in the current meta. He fits the meta well, so Geral is like top tier nuker now. Like I would say, you know, you can argue about it, but top 5 or top 3, like he's up there. It's of course very situational, so it's kind of hard to rank them. Like it's hard to compare somebody like Marius to like Predator, for instance, and say which one is better, because they're both good in different ways. They're both OP. But I was playing quite a few like I streamed several times in the last couple days because of the, you know, end of the season, and I'm going for the top 100 push, and I wanted to stream more. But then I also played sessions outside of streams that some I recorded, some I was just playing couple games and not fully. But I played quite a few games of video. More than I usually do, because I was spamming a lot of arena battles. I do have like I have like 3 videos that that are done that I didn't publish because I've been streaming live arena anyway, so would be kind of weird to put out 6 hours of arena content in a day. They're gonna come out next week. They're gonna be like 1 week delay or something. I don't think it really matters, but it's gonna be like that. I don't know if, again, Gallows and Embers, it's kind of hard to compare them. Gallows is like way less universal than some other champions, like Predator or Nice, which is why, or Rotos, which is why I don't use him as much as I do Embers. So I mean, I don't use Embers that much more than I use Gallows, to be honest. Embers is generally kind of my third choice after Rotos and Predator, or one of my, like, if those 2 are my main picks, then it's like Carnage, Embers and Gallows. I think I fought one guy with the bot today, actually, because I had like, I think I had that guy like, I want to say 4 battles in a row. I thought you only could have 3, but I think I had him 4 battles in a row. And I think the first, was it 4? No, I think I had 3 battles in a row, but I had 4 battles on him. And like the first one, he's like a big whale. First one I lost, second one I won. Then third one, he was like super weird that he was in Galatir's second form, and he was not going for this Galatir first form at all. Even though I think he would have won the battle if he just switched the form. I think he was like running the bot, and then he just surrendered the battle, even though he could have won. I think maybe there's something that you can't turn the bot off during mid-fight, and then the next battle he played manually. That's what I think, and then that one I won. But it was like a weird thing. Like he totally could have won. He was like, you know, 10 plus turns on the second form of Galatir, and if he just went to the first form, he would have won. I think that maybe was one of those bots. I never had a battle like that before. I mean, I had tons of battles against the bots, obviously. They always pick the same team, so it's kind of easy to recognize from that too. But yeah, that was a weird one. Like, when that battle happened and he just wasn't changed in the form of Galatir, I started to think like, what's going on? What would be the reason for him doing that? And the best one I could come up with is that it was a bot, and that's why he suddenly cancelled the fight mid-fight, because he could have won, but he still cancelled it anyway. I do think, I mean, I don't think that's controversial playing Witu. I think Geral is definitely better than Gallows. If you just go like by the usage rate, I know that's not everything and champions are situational. Geral, by the way, is much more universal than Gallows, so that's one thing. But I'm sure I see Geral maybe like 4 or 5 times more than Gallows. I might see maybe, you know, between 0 to 2 Gallows a day, and I will probably see like 5+ Gerals. There will be many days where I don't meet a single Gallows at all. Geral is one of the most popular nukers, at least in the high ranks right now. I want to say Geral is almost more... Right now, when I'm in high ranks and I'm fighting the big boys, I think Geral is more popular than Embrus, and Embrus is kind of the one of the most popular champions, obviously, because everybody has him. I see more Geral than I see Embrus. I think probably like the champions, the nukers that I see most is Nice, Predator, Geral and Marius. Not in that order, but those are the 4 most common nukers, I think, out of top of my head. Okay, it's a win. Be right back. Geral is that, first of all, he can run 9-piece Mercurial and it's not issue. He himself does AoE damage and many hits, so he's good at clearing the enemy Mercurial stacks and just one-shots everybody if they don't have like block damage or unkillable or something like that. And he still does have his own like survivability mechanics, so it's kind of hard to deal with. Protected, unkillable is a lot better than a not protected one, and counter-attack with 9-piece Mercurial is kind of nasty. You can't CC him, and if you attack him you die. Like if you run a squishy team against Geral, like some kind of speed team, which nobody... Like the traditional speed teams with like Arbiters and Shugens and squishy champions, nobody is really running that kind of stuff. Now people run super fast Galatirs and Theodosias with Mercurial, but not that kind of old school speed teams. Geral would totally decimate those kind of teams. And decimates me quite often as well. He's one of my main bans actually. I ban him a lot. Yeah, I know it's a she. I've explained this many times. I have trouble saying he and she because my language doesn't have he and she. Reprad, people have told me that I want to say like literally more than 100 times. I say Geral a he like every other time that I say him. Every other time I still call her a she, but I don't. It's hard to change that habit because we don't have those things in Finnish language. Okay, let's catch up with the chat a little bit. By the way, I got 2 cat cases on this weekend, so I'm kind of polar. I pulled all of my ancients and sacreds, and I got 3 legendaries with both both of them, so 6 combined, and 2 catch cases, so the event was kind of a big success for me. I wish I had these kind of successes when we get remnant pools or mythic shards, but it was still a pretty good one for me. And yeah, regards to the win rate, to be honest, if you look at the top rankings, the thing is that, you know, if you're like 1000 points in live arena again right now, no diss to you, but it's actually quite big difference fighting at that points than fighting higher points. Quite a lot of like really strong accounts, even they have like 60 or 70%. Like by really strong, I mean people that run like all of their mythic champions are +4 with 6-star blessing. A lot of them have like 60 to 70% win ratio because they're like mostly only fighting other similar accounts, so people kind of have pretty low win ratios overall in top ranks. There is like couple crazy accounts with like 80+ win ratio, but only couple, and those have godly accounts and builds and strats, obviously. But yeah, I'm 54%, it's not high, but it's pretty good. For me, it's good. Like, if I was 1000 points right now, with the level of progress I've had on my account, I'm sure I would have like more than 80% win ratio. The difference is pretty drastic. And when I was playing off-season, you know, I had that, so... And I'm much stronger now than I was off-season. Maybe that's the next challenge just for content, that I'm like reaching my... I'm reaching my peak right now. Maybe next season I go for like a... Try to get the max rewards with as high win ratio as I can. I think I can do like 80 or 90 if I just don't play too much live arena. Well, I don't know if I want to do that. I could do that one season just to flex about it or for content. I need to think about it. I'm definitely like way stronger than a couple months ago. I got multiple decent relics now and this kind of stuff. And Predator. Okay, I think this is a lost cause. If I A2 now I die. He has the immunity, but if I don't do it I die. Okay, next. Would I rather get +4 Rotos or +3 Predator? I don't know about it, because Rotos is still good, and +4 Rotos is obviously a lot bigger upgrade than +4 Predator, so probably +4 Rotos, at least if you think about it in the short term. Especially... Okay, that's a bot battle, right? Or no? I'm not sure. Is that even a bot battle? Maybe it's not. Rotos is still quite good right now. I want to do 9-piece Mercurial on Rotos. I think that would be really good, because big problem with him is him getting CC. That's almost bigger problem than him... Yeah, okay, it's not a bot account. Than him dying. And it obviously would be much bigger immediate upgrade. And we can eventually get +4 Predator anyway, so... I would probably take a Rotos right now over Predator. I'm guaranteed to get +4 Predator eventually if I want. Oh, Grats on the quad speed banner, that's crazy. But is it the accuracy banner? I guess not if you didn't say so. Accuracy would be good. It's kind of hard to get enough accuracy on Mercurial. This is not gonna be a great battle. I can't ban the Niamhe, and that's... It's gonna be a really slow one. I don't think I can survive that long. I don't know, like, Solanar does quite big damage, Kirk. I don't know if Vorgoth passive is gonna be good against it. He does a lot of damage, the hits are high, people build him kind of really slow on purpose. It's kind of hard to out-tank it, at least I can't do it. I mean, I've tried it, by the way. I'm probably one of the few madmen that have tried Vorgoth against Solanar. Maybe if you had like better revivers, like by better I mean Theodosia or Galatir, maybe. But then you could survive it with different means too than just healing and max health. I think we just go for polymorph on the... or I mean... okay, that's fine. There's 2 lockout champions anyway, so why even bother trying to lock them out? Okay, that's not terrible start, actually. That's actually really good stuff. I'm just a little bit afraid of doing the A2 right now. Fuck. I don't know if Fabian is gonna survive with the block damage if I do A2. Okay, no. Thank God. Okay. Easy. I don't know about that. Let's see if we can... let's see if I'm strong enough to 4 versus 1. Nice. That's a pretty tough task actually, but that's... that's a good start. It was a pretty tough team. I wasn't expecting to do well, honestly. It was interesting. You know, obviously my performance was not the best. I had pretty close matchup against Chasup. I wish I would have won it, but I had kind of two good opponents, so I guess I can't get mad, but it's a little bit sad that I only got 2 battles and I lost both of them. I will say, you know, I was watching the tournament. I will say, you know, not to, you know, not to suck up to like a bigger content creator. If anything, I was most impressed by Noob Raids. Noob Raids was doing really well on the tournament. I think you need to give him props too, because I don't want to say everybody else was thinking it, but I wasn't expecting him to be like dominating in the tournament. He did really well. Even when he lost, it was really close, and you know, he almost won that, and he won multiple battles. What you mean about luck, Malikards? By the way, this guy, I think I fought this guy like 5 times today. I don't want to lose now, but I think I have like 1 loss and 4 wins against him today or something like that. But I'm probably gonna jinx it if I start flexing about it. Yeah, I mean, the champions are kind of big deal. I feel like I always complain about my champions, but Rotos, even though I wish he was better, but he's still so good, even though Rotos is kind of my weaker of 2 champions. If I just replace Theodosia and Galatir with my other revivers, I think my account would be like really strong. I don't think it takes too much, but I do kind of specifically need or want a Mythic Reviver. I mean, maybe there will be more Mythic Revivers later on, maybe they won't be as good, so... by Mythic Reviver I mean specifically Theodosia or Galatir. They will both fit my playstyle anyway, and they will also feel the thing that I need, which is more CC, and they both do like multiple things at once, which is really good, and just overall really strong. Okay, this guy wasn't... he wasn't picking UDK against me in the other battles, neither Embrus. I think he was usually going with Nice and Marius, so he's trying out some new strats. But yeah, no, honestly, Noob did really, like, it's not like, you know, Noob got lucky and had some easy wins or something like that. He actually won like hard battles and he had really good builds, so shout out to him. A lot more impressive than my performance in the tournament. He was actually prepared. I mean, I was expecting him to, you know, put out like effort, but he was like actually like he was doing some secret training before the tournament or something, or he's doing live arena like sessions and not streaming them or making any content about it, because he had good builds and strats and he had good he did good picks. Obviously he had like a decent amount of champions, so he was a little bit flexible with the picks, which I can't really be flexible. But he was making good calls based on the enemy picks in the lobby, so he was actually playing it very, very well. Oh, there are 5 of these? I feel like it's the same guy, but I feel like it was the same amount of points, but maybe it's different guy then. Okay, because he wasn't picking Embers in any of the other battles I think I did against him so far. Maybe it's different guys. I didn't know there's like five Tokios. I think those battles are just below that. I can't even see them in my battle history anymore. I've played a lot of battles today already. Do you guys have any ideas for the tournament? Like, obviously we're gonna do game giveaways like that. I mean, we were kind of doing them as close to it as we could do before. Next game giveaway has to be a tournament, I feel like. But do we have any other ideas what we should do? I think I'll just do like a lottery on Discord of who gets to participate in the tournament, and then it's a game giveaway, something like that. Maybe there's even better ways to do it. Wait, I have the damage to kill the Embers, right? I shouldn't polymorph the Embers. Fuck. Maybe I don't have the damage to kill it with A1. It could be close. Okay. Can we make a comeback? I think that might be it. I will say that after the grind of this season, I'm definitely a lot more like aware and comfortable with the meta. You know, I know what people picks and how they build them. so I got that now. I got the knowledge. If anybody remembers the old meme about the guy doing some kind of multi-marketing or whatever he was doing. Wait, can I pull it up? But you know, I have the knowledge. I know what I need to do now, or how I deal with things, but I still need some pulls. But this was a very, very educational season. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna whip out the revive here. Tai Lopez, if anybody remembers it. Fuck, I don't know how loud it's gonna be. I don't know if I wanna play it. Okay, let's unmute it. I don't think it's gonna be too loud.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini.
Back in the day, if you were like an old school YouTube watcher, this guy would put like this video as an ad to other videos, and every other video you watch before the video starts, it's Tai Lopez talking about his knowledge and his Lamborghini or whatever. And how he has like many books or something like that. He doesn't need material things. All he needs is his book and knowledge. And he rents his house. He doesn't even own it. Yeah, Snackbox, I wasn't really super familiar with him, but he obviously did really well on the tournament. He was one of the top dogs in it, obviously. Okay, here we're gonna get the Geral. Geral big like you guys want. I'm not gonna do super well against this. Maybe I need to go Nakarada. If I go Donatello here, I'm just gonna get one-shotted. And I have to ban the Carnage. So I think I go Nakarada, but I don't think I can win this battle. Okay, it's Bayek. That's nothing new. I've seen a lot of Bayek. Rotos can kill him with Death Dealer, and I could polymorph him with Armans, but the rest of his team is good too. I think regardless of Bayek, we're not gonna do well against this. I don't have a Reviver, and I'm getting locked out, and he has 9-piece Mercurial Geral, what I was talking about before. So even if I polymorph the Geral now, I actually can't even, I mean, if I polymorph the Bayek, maybe I should have just done it to Grixia. Okay, we got banded anyway. It will take me many hits to be able to do damage to the Geral, and everybody's locked out anyway, so I'm definitely not gonna not gonna survive that far. I haven't heard or seen about Ty Lopez for a long time. I wonder what happened to him, because back in the day, you know, you didn't want to see Ty Lopez, but you had to see him like every day. It was unavoidable. Okay, that's it. Predator has no passive and we're locked out, and it's over. Well, to be fair, I've been doing pretty well against Bayek teams. It's easy, just get the Death Dealer. I have quite high win ratios against Bayek teams, because they often go so much in the setup that they don't have like a Reviver in these teams, or they're very squishy. So I always have like a little bit chance. But the 9-piece Merciless Mercurial Geral. The 9-piece Mercurial Geral kind of made this battle unwinnable for me. Like, I don't have Whale, I don't have accuracy, I wouldn't get the Hunter's case up anyway, so. Kind of close. Surprisingly close. I don't know how we got this close to winning. Is that 3 losses? No, it's only 2 losses. Okay, so I think these Tokyos... Oh, they are different Tokyos. Okay. Multiple battles against one of them, like one of the same guys, because he picked the same champions, and we had 3 battles in a row, but I guess I also fought the other Tokyos. So there's multiple of them. One of those Tokyo accounts? What do you mean? Okay. Your Shredder debate. Really? There's some sound? I don't have like any programs open. Is other people hearing it too? Fuck. I shouldn't have anything. I don't even have like any extra tabs open. Maybe I have to restart the PC then if there's something crazy like that. Can you like elaborate? What do you hear? Like the microphone is making noise, or like there's some other like tab open, or what do you mean? Oh. Fuck. Let me try to deal with that. Is it any better now? I kind of took couple cables away for my microphone and other stuff, like for extra things I don't need right now. Wait, you still hear it? Wait, there's still voice? Fuck. Okay, I think it must be like my cable that I'm charging my batteries with, or then it's my microphone cable. I'm not sure. Those were like the two cables I could take out, so I took them out. My face is green. What? I have green screen up, but hopefully that doesn't... I don't know about that. Okay, getting quite distracted today, but we're not doing that bad considering those factors. Doing quite okay. Nothing crazy, but at least we're not... Didn't even get the bot battle yet. And we're not getting easy enemies. I think last time I got this guy, I'm pretty sure I lost to him. I think I fought him yesterday. I think he picked something worse for me last time. Some more speed CC team than this. Okay, stop trolling in the chat. There's some actual technical issues, and now you just try to confuse me with aliens and everything. Yeah, Harima is not very common. I mean, I do use Harima when they pick Siegfried, but yeah, Harima is totally out of the meta. I don't see her very often. It's not even worth picking against me. I know I'm like a Rotos main, but unless you go like, better just go like double lockout than Marius with Stormcaller. But like, why even go Harima against me? But I mean, maybe if you go like UDK and multiple lockout champions and Harima, you could like add her into it. But Harima is not really the thing to cover right now. It is totally out of the meta, sadly. Or, okay, I don't know about sadly, but it's out of the meta. Am I still plat? No, fuck. Is my defense getting demolished? Pretty sure I opened the mythic material on the video. I forget I got Cat's Case from the Cat's Case Mythic material and also the Cat's Case Epic material. Both of them gave me that, and then the other one, I don't remember what I got from the Xenogenesis material. I think it was like an epic relic or something completely irrelevant, but I did get my second Volcardiac heart couple days ago. It was just from the Faction Wars and Chimera materials though. But right now, this is the second one. I took my Duchess Volcardiac heart and gave it to Donatello, so he could have slightly more resistance. He's still getting locked out all the time, which is a little bit sad. I mean, he is like 963 resistance, which is clearly not enough. He gets locked out very often, but obviously I don't have the blessing, so it will be a little bit better when I get that. But his build is pretty good, and the resistance is still not as consistent as I wish it would be. But I will say that, you know, not to single out any names, but there was a lot of doubters. I think majority were doubters. It's not done yet, but I'm very close to top 100. I think I can do it this season, because I'm gonna be online on the last few sessions to make sure I get it. I mean, there's quite a little point. There's like 80-point gap, but I've been closing the gap like every day for the last several days, like last 5 days when I started my push. I think I can do it, you know. I think for my account it's pretty good to get top 100. And see, these other accounts, it's not like they have much better win ratio. Okay, RDD has good win ratio. RDD is a really old account. He has good account. These are all good accounts. If you see something above like, if you see something above 70, you can assume that they have like everything 6-star blessing +4, like this guy has everything. I'm sure this guy has pulled like 200 plus mythic champions or more than that, you know. So I think it's pretty good. Not the best. 54% is a little bit less. Okay, there is so many Tokyos. 54% is a little bit less than impressive. What is... Oh, it's a Russian clan. I was getting interested. What is this Tokyo clan that they have so many top live arena players, but it's a Russian clan. I don't think I would have some language issues with those guys. And this guy, I think we just fought him. We just had a battle with him, didn't we? Yeah, there he is. Anyway, there's like 1 hour time or like 40 minutes before the plat. This week I hope I don't miss it. Okay, I'm just gonna... How much time? I'm gonna play live arena and wait for the free refresh. I'm not gonna waste gems. Well, I'm wasting gems, but I don't have to waste gems for that. Yeah, Glaze, the thing is that first of all, the gemstones kind of affects it. It's easier to get gemstones that give you accuracy to do your buff strip or lockout than it is to get resistance. You can't fit... There is like one gemstone that can give you resistance for lockout, but you can't... Those gemstone slots don't fit into the relics that give you main set resistance, clearly intentionally. And the way that resistance works, or resistance versus accuracy, I think everybody has heard about it at some point. Maybe don't remember it exactly, but basically, if you have 42 more resistance than enemy has accuracy, so let's say that you have 1042 resistance and they have 1000 accuracy, so you have a lot more resistance than they have accuracy, it's 50-50 chance. And you get more accuracy from masteries and so on. You naturally get more accuracy than resistance, and you need more resistance than accuracy, so it's kind of uphill battle. They kind of designed it in a way to make resistance spells semi-impossible. I think I go Amber's first pick since he got the Predator. I don't speak Russian at all. I don't speak Russian. I live close to the Russian border, but I don't speak Russian at all, no. I think when I was a kid, some people taught me some Russian curse words, and that's about it. Yeah, I agree what you were saying there to Haley, that it's also, even let's say that you have enough resistance to resist, like if you wait for them to lock you out and then you unlock out yourself, you're already they already have the advantage. They're taking turns before you and screwing you up. So even if you can resist, it's not, even if you can do that, it's not, you know, you're still at disadvantage, but it's hard to do it in the first place. Okay, I don't know who to ban on this team. I think I kind of wanna ban all of his nukers. I think if we are in this situation where he has 4 nukers and I wanna ban all of them, I'm just gonna go for the Galatir ban. I expect this guy has a lot of Mercurial if he's running something like this. John could be a full support or a hybrid. I guess Cruzen was saying when I was talking with him that he runs like a hybrid Joan. Usually I see people running him as a full nuker. I rarely see people using her as a like tank support. Okay, I think this is kind of tanky considering it's 9-piece Mercurial, so it's maybe full tank. Maybe it's not even a hybrid. What do I even do here? Does he have... I'm sure he has I mean, I'm sure he has Wens, but I don't see any polymorph. Maybe I actually try to fear the Predator. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I have Stone Skin. Okay, he resisted it. I have Stone Skin, so might as well try. Okay, just YOLO, go second form and nuke. Okay, that was pretty good. I'll take it. Okay, and it's already over. Never mind. It was a good start, but not good enough. Where is my Donatello passive? But the Mercurial meta is a little bit weird. People say this every update. I feel like I don't. Everybody's always doom and gloom when we get something new. I don't know if 9-piece Mercurial is good for the game. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much for everybody the best build is to do Mercurial. And it's a little bit weird. Even for nukers and all revivers and Devil of Champions, obviously. And especially now when it's so new, some people are not running any Mercurial just because they didn't get it, and some people might even have multiple nukers in Mercurial. Obviously, if they're running nukers, probably they're not in very good gear, but even if you can do anybody in 9-piece Mercurial, that's already good itself. But if you can do a nuker, it has to have at least like crit rate and some damage, so that's kind of massive advantage if you got it right now. Should I even run Donatello against this? He's going with double lockout and we're not gonna ban them. Maybe I just go Empress or Necret. I don't know which one. I don't think I'm gonna go for Donatello. Let's go Necret. By the way, so the audio fuck, even Commodus. Okay, I'm screwed. The audio issues are good now. You're not hearing any weird noise, right? Oh, did I just fight you? GG? I wasn't looking at the names at all, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know which battle was that. Was it the one that I just lost? Yeah, people learn Swedish in Finnish schools, but not Russian. We have like 6% Swedish-speaking population in the country, and like 0.6% Russian population. Where I grew up and where I live, like I don't think in my normal day-to-day life, I've never met a Russian really. Like I know there is some Russian population in Finland somewhere, but I haven't really seen them, to be honest. Like where I live is a very nice place with like not a big city, it's a small city, but there's like good lakes, tons of lakes and really good, you know, nature, and it's close to the border. So there is some like mega rich Russian people that own some mansions by the lake here, but I don't know any I don't know any Russians that live in my town, to be honest. I don't think there is any. I know there is like one Pakistani guy, and I'm pretty sure he's like the only only non-ethnic Finnish person I have ever seen in this town, so I don't okay, fuck. Did I make a mistake hitting the Marius? I guess I did. Fuck. Okay, now we're not doing good. I was doing good, now not so. Okay, calm down. Calm down. I'm just saying that you would think there would be a lot more Russians in Finland, because we live next to Russia, but there isn't that much of them. I usually get trouble from the other way, because, you know, everybody hates Russians and I hate governments, not people, so people get mad at me for not hating Russians usually. That's what happens. Not this way. Again, I live like in rural Finland, in a very small town, so in Finland in general, the diversity is less than in many other Western countries outside of like the capital. Like there you will find a lot of immigrants or refugees or whatever. In like a rural place, you know, chances are you're not gonna find like any at all. I live in like a very rural town, so I have no answer to the Commodus pick. If he goes Carnage and Commodus again, I'm fucked. I'm not anarchist at all. Yeah, well, I guess left-leaning libertarian. I wouldn't even say left-leaning. I would say I'm like a libertarian who thinks that there is some things that government needs to do so that, you know, we don't want the private sector to run amok in something. Some things needs to be done, and we're not thinking about the cost of it, but that thing needs to be done, like roads or, you know, fire departments, and in my opinion, even like public healthcare or education, which many people would disagree. But, you know, something like private roads, I know that is like madness, so that kind of, you know, I'm like very strongly like, I generally identify with libertarians, but obviously libertarians have their own fanatics, and the purest libertarians are just crazy people. So I do believe in like driver's license and public roads and this kind of stuff. I don't believe in like anarchy or like full libertarianism, because that would be like Fallout 76 or something like that. Okay, I never said that it's free. Do you want to have this discussion this early on in the stream? You know, lots of people are not gonna like political talk. I have, like, we went to the details about this only like a couple days ago. Obviously, nothing is free. Let's put that out of the way. Obviously, nothing is free, but there's always like consequences for things. Like we were talking about this on the stream, maybe like a week ago, maybe not like this week, but you know, like one example I would put out that, you know, sure, in Finland government puts out money for like healthcare and education, but at the same time the streets are much safer than basically almost anywhere in West, or maybe anywhere. You know, there's not homeless people, there's not like drug addicts, you know, there's not that kind of anarchy on the streets. Children can go to the school alone, even if they're small, without their parents worrying about stuff. And it's just generally good for society. Also, another example, I don't have like the charts above my head right now, but somebody can look it up. But for instance, yeah, in Finland we have public healthcare, but obviously you need healthcare in US, even if you don't have public one. And the average healthcare cost per person in US is like 2.5 times of Finland. So when people get treated early on, usually okay, we got feared, that's game over. If they get treated early on, if they have some kind of issue, generally it's gonna get less severe than it would have if they didn't get treated early on. And if it's public healthcare, people go to doctor when they have an issue, and not when it's escalated too much. And first of all, that's just good for the people that they are like healthy and safe, but also it actually reduces the cost, because the things that you might have to do later on, like surgeries and stuff, are gonna be possibly infinitely more expensive than treating the issues early on. And even outside of the costing, and having public healthcare just number-wise, like I said, US pays something like more than double healthcare per person. Like the cost overall, obviously it's like private and publicly funded both in together, but the general cost for the society of the Finnish healthcare is much less per capita than in US. And then there is just, you know, priorities. You know, I feel like having a healthy and safety society, I think that's kind of the priority for me. Without getting too political off the bat, we still had the blood push and everything. I apologize to people that hate the politics. I'm into them, but you know, we don't have to make every stream about politics, but I'm game if you guys want to talk about it. Wait. Okay, Ukseno. Problem is the Finland's case is unrealistic for cost country since it's one of the richest states per capita. That's actually not true. Look up Finnish GDP per capita. I don't remember the numbers out of the top of my head, but it's something like Finnish, if we talk in dollars, Finnish GDP is something like 54k, and US GDP is something like 88k. US GDP is like closer to double Finnish GDP. Finland is actually not that rich country. People often think that Finland is super rich country, and it's not. We don't have like natural resources or something like that that heavily boosts our economy. Like we're not pumping oil. Other countries are not like investing into us for whatever reason, like in US for instance. So actually we're not really that rich country. The average living standard on Finland is quite good, but actually our GDP is not surprisingly low, almost shockingly low. But I will say that I really like libertarianism and I identify as one up to a point, but the people that are pure libertarian are like insane people. Let's put it that way. You might think you're libertarian until you like talk with actual people that are just 100% libertarian, and those people are maniacs. So like another thing is that I don't know like how much you guys follow politics, but people that are like 100% libertarians, they don't believe even in stuff like driver's licenses. Obviously, I think it's kind of prudent for the society that people have to learn to drive and have to demonstrate that they know the rules that and can drive. And that's like one of the many things that you would... One of the many big issues that you would encounter if you had 100% libertarian society. Think about if you're... The thing that I mentioned before about public roads. Think if like your neighbor, like there's like some kind of road, but your neighbor owns it, and then you have to pay like toll fee every time you leave your you leave your house or something, or go to the shop. It's fucked. I'm like narrowly avoiding the bot battles, but we're getting bad matchups. I always say this, that I can beat some really good accounts if they don't pick teams like that. And the kind of more tanky teams with Nice and Galatirs and so on are better than those beat teams against people with good accounts. But I can beat them. But these teams I can't really beat, so... The full-on speed CC teams. Need to get a marriage car Niamhe or something. Okay, where are we with the politics drama? I guess now it's time to do... Oh, fuck, this... I have a little bit bad feeling about this. The platinum cutoff is going like higher much faster than normal. I don't know if it's gonna be easy to get plat for me today. I guess we need to focus on this for now. And we're already seeing like really good accounts at like really low platinum. These are already like not good matches for me. This one I can maybe beat, but it's not even gonna be a fast battle. I'm turning into Asmongold of Raid. You guys ask about politics and I'll tell my opinion. I'm not hiding my opinions. I don't want to be, you know, have to like avoid topics or, you know, hide my opinions to like get along with people. I much rather people just get mad at me because they they take the opinions to their heart than, you know, lie or, you know, pretend that I don't have opinion about stuff. So I'm game talking about politics, but I totally understand that many people are kind of really annoyed with politics and don't even wanna engage with that these days. Yeah, this is gonna be the first plat push where you can get the Shift Parry accessories. That should be true. I don't know why I haven't did that, to be honest. Actually, it's fine, yeah. So this one, obviously, I expect more people to be pushing and it to be harder. But it's... I was expecting it to be still easier than it looks right now, so... Yeah, I think the maniac libertarians are fun as long as we don't let them control... as long as we don't let them control society. Does anyone know what's the name of that guy? Some American people will know that libertarian who like has like a boot on his head and he like he runs for like every election and he kind of like hates politics basically, and he runs for every election and he says something like, "I'm the tyrant you can trust," and his campaign promises like free ponies for everybody. that guy is something Worming. Supreme Vermin or something like that is his name, and it's just like a libertarian troll that hates politicians, and he's running for every election, like president and local stuff and everything, just so he can like indirectly say how much he hates politics. Yeah, and he's been doing that for like 20 years or some ungodly amount of time. It's not like he did it once, but he's been up for like tons of elections. Dude, I'd show you a Vermin Supreme video, but not right now. 18 minutes left. Yeah, Vermin Supreme talked about getting free labor out of zombies or this kind of stuff, and then he says this kind of like passive-aggressive things where he's basically calling all of the other politicians like, you know, like authoritarian or, you know, corrupt and this kind of stuff, and he's sitting next to them and like smirking and, you know, basically roasting them. And one time there was like this is kind of long time ago, I forget the specifics, but there was like I think some Republican conservative person that was running in the same election that was like anti-gay, and then he put some kind of glimmering dust on him and said that he turned him gay or something like that. This was maybe like 10 plus years ago or quite a while ago. But yeah, libertarians are fun. Do you want them to run society? Definitely not. That would not play out well. Xeno is good in PvE, I think really good in PvE, not maybe like the endgame stuff, but for like progression. Maybe like dragon solos and these kind of things, not used in PvP at all. This is surprisingly weak team. No offense to this guy, but we saw those crazy teams and then this guy is running Ankara. He's like my long lost brother or something. What? I'm already in plat, but I still can do like one free battle. I feel like I'm... Oh, actually I'm not that... Yeah, the points are going up so fast, never mind. I was gonna say I'm too high points, I need to stop pushing, but probably not. Everybody's pushing right now, so... I am using Ankara. I do use Ankara still, like every day. She's the only champion I have in 9-piece Mercurial, and it's also kind of kind of decent against lockouts and especially against teams where they have like multiple stuns that your main nuker is not getting CC'd. I mean, it can still get locked out and lockout debuffs, but you don't get like stun or freeze. Sometimes it's like key to victory in my battles. If I'm against some like squeezy team with like full CC and they don't have like multi-hits and I have Rotos and Ankara is protecting him, he can often solo those types of teams for me. Damn, all of these teams look crazy good. I can't like beat I can't beat any of them. I mean, maybe in like a really slow battle and it's like a coin toss, but I don't want to hit any of these people. That's like the weakest team out here. Predator, Hilvi and Ukraine duo. Fuck. Maybe we hit this team with Shuchen and Predator. No Reviver. Maybe I can do this. So I probably shouldn't go with my own. I shouldn't go with Donatello on this one. Let's go Nakarada. I don't have Raglin. I kind of wish. Raglin is actually more than just a decent pick. I think Raglin is actually kind of good. I don't want to say like top tier because I don't see people using Raglin that much, but I do see people using her and I don't have a lockout, so I'm sure if I did, I would see Raglin way more than I'm seeing it. Can I just one-shot it through the protection? Yeah. But considering that I don't have a lockout and I'm well known for being slow player with, you know, shallow champion pool and no lockout, people always pick multiple lockouts against me. Raglin would be insane for my account. I'm sure I would benefit out of Raglin much more than average person that I'm fighting against. For me it would probably be a lot bigger deal. But even for good accounts, Raglin is definitely a noteworthy champion to have like built and have as an option right now. I don't have Marja, so what happened with the Marja fusion is that there was like one gear, what's it called? Gear Hunters event? What are those events called? But I thought I did it and I missed it by like 20 points and you couldn't get like any extra, was it like fragments for it or whichever it was, and I was done. I couldn't complete the event. Damn, the points are going up a lot. We're abusing the not bot teams, but like the, well, bot teams. We're abusing the bot teams outside of Platinum to the max, which is what you guys should do as well. People say that getting Platinum is too hard, but look what I'm doing. Might not be consistent, but we're hitting whatever I can beat, which is this. Actually, I think I should have like, well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I didn't take my free reset, but I think we're not gonna do more than 9 battles in the last 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Fuck, all of these teams are so good. Maybe I try my luck on this one. You probably should play it as safe as you can, but maybe I can beat this one. I didn't have soul stones when her event was up, and I had like 8,000 gems, and I was calculating that if I used all of them, I would be like 1,000 gems short, and if I bought gems, I could have done it. Do I have the damage to kill the Predator? I don't know. But Hilvi is not Void or Mythic, so I have a pretty good chance getting her eventually. I just want to get platinum today. It doesn't have to be impressive. I just need to finish it. Fuck. The fact that the Sieg from this in Mercurial is I would have killed him already if he wasn't in that. Yeah, the blood points are flying. I don't I'm not super confident I can do it or not. Wait, did we already proc his passive or no? Okay, he was like 2 health or something there. Fuck. My journey to top 100 is going pretty well. I didn't check my ranking after the last battle, but I'm like maybe 110 or something like that right now, and there's 2 days left. Oh, did I get the defense win? Well, okay, I had some losses too, but there was a win. Do I dare to hit this team? I hope it's not 9-piece Mercurial with storm color. If it's that, then I'm fucked. Yeah, my fights are long, but I can't do them any faster than this. There's literally nothing that I can come up with, and I'm rather more worried about just not losing the battles, because they're gonna be slow anyway. At least I want to win all of them. Obviously, this is not the kind of teams that you would run on offense. This would be like outdated defense team, but I'm running in offense. So if you have a really good account, obviously don't use what I'm using. It's so annoying. He has both Donatello and Galatir passive, and I need to kill the Galatir like 3 times before I can actually kill it. Okay, it's not so bad. 1.5 minutes for a win with my roster. That's good enough. Okay, I think we took like 1 or 2 defense loss between that. This team, okay, this team looks good. This one I can do. Yeah, the Wood Elf, I have some plans for her. The issue is that I can't do 9-piece Mercurial. I do have her in Stone Skin right now. Maybe against this team specifically, I could use her. I do have plans to try to use her against Galatir teams. But it will take a few days. I feel like if you really want to use her, you want to get the 9-piece Mercurial, because I'm never mind dying, but I'm also just getting CC'd. And she's like 14k max health, attack scaling nuker with kind of, good damage, so might get away with the Mercurial. Yeah, my Vestil is built, but it's in like Stone Skin and Lethal, and I don't have masteries right now. I just did a few battles just to try her. The Vestil is gonna be really hard to use on my account, obviously, because I'm not using speed teams. It's kind of an unfortunate pull. Like, it's a good pull, but it's not you know, I'd rather have one of the other good pulls that would be easier to use on my account, but since I have it, I think I must get her in 9-piece Mercurial and try to find ways where I can make it work. Also, another issue on her is that she is Magic Affinity Nuker, which is kind of a bad thing in the current meta. Rotos works because he is in Death Dealer, and she is so squishy that maybe you might even want to do that on her too, but I don't have 2 Death Dealers, so I'll have to think about that more. But it is kind of hard to use her. Nobody's using Charge It as an example. I don't think I've ever seen like Charge It in live arena since I don't remember when. Definitely not fought any Charge It user in like the last week or maybe 2 weeks that I can recall. Okay, I got owned. Now we're, I guess, pretty deep in gold. I dropped gold and lost a battle. Yeah, fuck. I'm like almost 20 points behind now. Death Dealer is really good on Rotos. I definitely could not do... I could not even think about trying to get top 100 without Death Dealer, Rotos and Predator. They both elevated my account a lot. I think my defense is getting a lot of attacks. It's getting some wins too, but obviously my defense looks like super weak compared to what other defenses they have available to attack, so I get hit a lot. And that's with me being like super low, barely in platinum right now. If I was like top 100 or something, I would get like 10 attacks in 2 minutes or more. So even if I had like a really good offense team, wouldn't really totally be good enough right now. I would still drop to gold. Like my defense team is not even that bad, let's say. I'm sure my defense team has like, compared to other teams in low plat, it probably has like better than average win ratio, but I get hit a lot because it looks really weak. And it's not like I have like very positive win ratio either. Sometimes it's positive, but let's say it's like maybe 50, sometimes less, sometimes more. But I get hit ton, so it's not that good. And the hits that matter most is the ones that you take in the last couple minutes, you know. You could be 100 points ahead and then get hit 5 times in the last, you know, minute and, you know, drop out of plat or something. Has happened to me many times before. Fuck, my my eye is like I'm almost crying. I'm having like some allergic reaction and I don't have time to sneeze or anything right now. Come on, if I lose this I might be fucked. It's not looking that good. Okay, maybe we're good. Okay. For a second I thought I was gonna lose this one. Can we do like one quick more win? Okay, I'm in gold or not? I think we YOLO against this guy. Even if I win this I might not make it, but I might lose it as well. I hope you guys are pushing because you don't want to miss the accessories. Okay, we barely survived that. Let's go. Okay, I think we might actually make this battle in time. It's like barely. I think it's like seconds left. I think I got it. Ooh, I think we finished plat. Okay, 20 seconds left. There's no way I'm gonna do a battle in in that time, so I'm not even gonna try. 396. I think we made it. Pog. That's good enough for me. Let's catalog the... I'm just gonna put this on my Discord. Oh, I don't have Discord open. Fuck. I was too slow. I wanted to take multiple pictures of the top ranks, but I only got like the top 5. Anyway, as always, lately for me it might not have been pretty, but at least we got it. I'll take it. How did you guys do? Was anyone even pushing for the loot? Yeah, I don't even know how many accessories we're gonna get. If you get like 3 accessories from this, because if you finish top 500 at least before, you get 6 random items, artifacts. If you get top 20, it's 8, and if you get top 3, it's 10. So let's say that they don't increase the quantity of items we get. Top 500, you get 6 artifacts, 3 of which, you know, on average is gonna be deflection. And then you also have both artifacts and accessories, and we basically only want accessories, or mostly. I hope they do like, it's like 3 artifacts and, you know, I mean 6 artifacts and 6 accessories or something like that. I think that would be the best way to go. Yeah, Jimmy, if you didn't hear about it, Swift Parry got a rework. It's a 9-piece set now. And today is like the first time that you can get the Swift Parry accessories. Currently you can only get them from Platinum. Well, Carnage has Swift Parry. And the new Swift Parry set is very good, you know. 9-piece bonus is 50% ignore defense. It gives 15% less single target damage on 6-piece bonus, and then you get health and speed. I'm planning to do this build on my Predator. I think it's gonna be a good build for him. He needs damage, he has really good utility, but you need to get kills to, you know, proc the passive. And the A1 is always not enough to one-shot squishy nukers or supports. But I think with this, my Predator might be able to do it. And I have pretty decent Swift Parry. I don't have like actually really good shield, funnily enough. Even though shield would be like one of the easier ones to get, but I have really good other bottom pieces. And basically we need 3 accessories, so even if I run like a crappy shield and I have 3 crappy accessories, I think it's gonna be a huge upgrade on my Predator, so I'm looking forward to it. This time, usually I would run a poll if we get plat or not, but this time I didn't even... I was too focused to even try to run it. But let's go. And by the way, somebody was asking my rank before, so... wait, you can't see it. I'm sure I'm hiding it again. So I'm 113 right now. Again, 53% win rate, so it's not impressive, but I'm fighting against good accounts every game. I'm sure if I was like 1000 points less than I am right now, my win rate would also be like 20+% higher, so... Not that it really matters, but it matters for your own satiety. It matters for your own satiety. It's not gonna be nice if you even lose half of the time. It feels bad. Okay, now I can catch up with the chat. I'm sure I'm like 2 years behind again. Oh yeah, we were talking about Vermin Supreme before. libertarian talk. What do I think about Westeel? I kind of already just answered to that question without looking at it a couple minutes ago. Obviously she does good damage, and she does have unkillable, though it's not protected and counterattack, so she kind of has high damage, basically no tankiness though, even with that. And it's a meta where tons of people have +4 charges. I would like say that most people that I fight right now have +4 charges on their account, and none of them use it, so I think it's gonna be very difficult to use her in practice. But Solanar in 4-piece stone skin is a big issue for me, because you can't, like, I can't polymorph Solanar with my Armans, and I don't have a lockout, and those are like the two main ways to deal with him. If you have consistent buff strip or lockout, the third way would be to ignore stone skin. And Solanars, I think, are mostly building actually stone skin and not even Mercurial on purpose. I think that would be like a good counter for me to try to deal with Solanars, but I don't know about the survivability issue. My Rotos and Predator are having a hard enough time surviving. I don't know if I can do it on Westeel going second every battle, but I think I can do it sometimes, and it's gonna be worth to have her built. And I wanna get 9-piece Mercury on her. Also, I said this on my original video, and it's kind of the same. I don't know what to pick here. I don't think I need Donatello. Should I go Rooster? Maybe I go triple nuker. I think it's a pretty good, like, a check looking at what other people use, especially if you're at high rank and fighting good accounts that are really try hard about it. I have not seen George it since who knows when. I still haven't seen Westeel, not even once. And she's a new champion, and there is a lot of legendaries, but you know, some of these people, they spend a lot of money in the game, and if there is a new Void champion, or Mythic, or even Legendary, there will be many people running it in top live arena in like 15 minutes after the release, so that kind of tells me a little bit already, I feel like. I think we go Mario Span in this battle. I hope I can make use of her, but there is some questions. The damage is obviously good, so there is that. Maybe I can get some PvE usage of her, that could be another thing. Obviously it's gonna help me in Faction Wars, but maybe, I don't know, can you use her in Hydra and Chimera? It's probably better than my current stuff in there, outside of like Marius and Ninja. But there isn't really many crazy legendary champions to pull in the first place, outside of getting Python or Rotos to empower these two. There would be like Fabian, and what else there is even to pull, or Hilvi and Fabian, what I could use. So, you know, I don't think there is too many champions that I could pull from Sacreds that I would even consider using for PvP. And Westeel at least is definitely on that level, so. I don't know. I don't know if I can do well. Obviously, I could have packed something else, but the Marius probably was in Stormcaller too. So this guy has like endless amount of CC on this team. Maybe I should have picked Donatello after all. I don't know. I didn't think he would pick yet another CC champion. I think the two main contenders on Swift Parry are gonna be Nice and Predator. I'm sure people will put other champions in it too, but I think those will use all of the set bonuses, and they both have a lot of utility, and decent damage, but they could use more damage, so I think it makes sense in their kits. It's kind of hard to contend with 9-piece Mercurial, because that makes you so tanky, and like all the Gerals and Marius are definitely going to run those. It's more worth going for that than going for more ignore defense on them, even though ignore defense is the best stat for damage. So I don't know if Sweet Parry is going to be that popular, but it's definitely going to be one of the sets that you can use, and I think it's going to be on Nice and Predator specifically, like rather common set. Yeah, I think somebody literally mentioned that in the Discord yesterday, Haley. I don't have Titus either. Titus and Fabian happened at the same time when I was hibernating, so I missed both of them. Okay, no turns against this guy. He doesn't even have Mercurial. I could have procced more Polymorph against him. Just okay, now we do. Now it's too late. Okay, I'm just gonna out this and... Okay, there's no way. Just give up. I think I was kind of unlucky with the Polymorphs against that guy, but... happens. Oh, we fought this guy just a couple battles ago. I guess I just go Rhodos and see what he picks. I'm gonna pick Rhodos anyway, so... Oh yeah, I didn't look how my defense did during the reset. I wanna see it after this battle. It couldn't have done that bad. There was definitely both wins and losses in defense. What other champions you have for Xibia? I guess you could just put it on... The one that people normally use is Nice, and you don't really see it a lot outside of that, but... I was fighting Jasop yesterday, or 2 days ago, running it on... Theodosia, so I guess maybe even on my Duchess. Well, I mean, if I got Xibia, would I try it on my Duchess? Definitely. She's not a mythic though, so if she's locked out, I don't know how much that would help, but I would of course do it. I don't know if I should ban Theodosia or one of the nukers. I think I mean not Theodosia. Niamhe. I'll go for Niamhe ban. Okay. He has, you know, Lockout, Hilvi, and they're both in, well, Hilvi is in 9-piece, Mercurial, and then Stormcaller Marius, so I don't do well against these teams. Even if I don't die like right this second, I think it's kind of over. Come on, let me take some turns. Yeah, okay, it's over. Ambrose is dying multiple times, and he never even he never got to take a turn when he was even like CC'd or something. What's the t-shirt? It's just a normal t-shirt. It's like I don't know how to say it. It's like a comfortable sport shirt. I don't know what you call the fabric, but it's one of those that breathes a lot and feels very light. Bot battle, here we go. I'm reading the chat. I'm catching up. It's not like I'm that much behind. Now is perfect time with the bot battle. Yeah, do I realize that I fought against people with 20,000 more points? Yeah, dude. Like, it of course depends, and it's RNG and so on, and some people are beatable, but there's a lot of people that have like multiple trophies. There's a lot of people with everything, like only running empowered mythic champions, so yeah, I'm aware. You know, I fought people that have... How much points does that one guy? That one guy has like 300,000 points, so... Those are not that uncommon if you're going for like if you're just playing a lot, they're not that uncommon, and especially if you're going for pushing. So I don't think the account really matters for me. Even good account, if they pick champions that I can deal with, it's winnable. And if it's a like much weaker account, but they just pick a speed team, I don't have champions that can, you know, it's not a puzzle that is solvable because I don't have the keys for it. So I feel like I almost do better against the good accounts, because the good accounts are gonna be using more meta teams, and they're not always going for just, you know, multiple lockouts and CC champions, and they're gonna pick champions like nice and like tankier teams, or tankier teams with CC but not like full CC teams, and I have better win ratio against those. So I feel like I almost do better against the best accounts, which might sound a little bit weird, but it's kind of true. I'm not at the level where I can really adapt that much to their picks, and it kind of depends what kind of setups they use more for me than how good their account is, honestly. Which makes sense that it would be a game where your picks matter and so on. Okay, you guys want me to reach chat? Let's just out of the bot and hit them through block damage and whatever. Is this what we want? Did I watch Butcher video on empowering Predator with limitless Pythons? No. What about it? So he's saying that, you know, you can do the fusion multiple times. Was that the point, or was there something else? I don't think that's gonna be that big deal, honestly. Like if we talk about the live arena, if you have Predator unempowered or not, it's good. But if you have rest of the team bad, then it's, you know, it's still more about I would say more about builds and champions than just how good your items is. I know some people are gonna disagree. Like right now, even like Mercurial is a good example. People are running really, you know, stat-wise bad builds on Marius in 9-piece Mercurial, and the Marius is way better than it used to be. So it's not always about the stats. the picks and the matchups is much more important, and the builds as well, but the builds kind of relate to the matchups because you might build the same champions differently because you're using them for different purposes and against different matchups. But the gear matters and empowerment matters, but I think the picks matter more, a lot more actually, and builds. And let's be clear, if we talk about like top arena, these guys are running +4 mythic champions, you know. They have dozens of +4 mythic champions. Empowering a predator is not really that rare thing here. And it's much bigger deal that they have like, I don't know, like Theodosia, or do they have +0 predator or +4? If they have +0 predator and Theodosia, that's way better, obviously. As an example, or like other good champions, or they have the champions that can counter what their own enemy picks and so on. I guess I go double reviver if he went with my Armans. Okay, like this. I think yeah, it's the same guy. He picks B team with Carnage and Commodus. You know, there's nothing I can do about this. So I don't have the champions that can deal with this, and he's faster. So I don't know about Duchess being double-edged sword. Duchess is a sword with no edge. That's what I would say. It's the scrap of iron that I have on my account, which is better than going, you know, hand-to-hand combat against dragons. I'll rather use a rusty pipe. Come on, next turn. Let's kill that Commodus. I don't want to lose to this guy like 1 trillion times. Yeah, okay, it's over. No, it's over. I'm not able to whip out the revive. The first fusion that I'm gonna do is Fabian, and that's gonna take a long time. I'll get back to it when we get there. It's gonna be so long time that who knows how the meta changed, but unless something drastic happens, which I think is near impossible, that I don't want to go for Fabian. I'll go for Fabian first, and then maybe Titus for a PvE, but we'll see about that. Okay, just auto. You know, it's about if Fabian gets polymorphed, which he can try to avoid if he plays it smart, or if I happen to get like a lucky resist, but I'm gonna die sooner than later, so full auto and see if we get cooldowns back. Oh, you fought my defense? How did it go? Yeah, I'm going for Fabian, of course, yeah. I do not have Glissa. I would definitely use Glissa if I had her, trust me. I mean, I'm using Ancora and Donatello to try to deal with them. Glissa has definitely been on my mind many times, but I don't happen to have her, sadly. It was a cool thing that they did buff her. Okay, should I just give up? There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, let's see the defense log. Oh, it's. I think these battles are all after the preset ended, where we can see the name, and I guess Fallen is the guy in chat who hit me, right? Yeah, okay, Fallen hit me. Oh, I actually got the win. 2 battles. How did the reset go? Okay, we actually had some wins at the end. Let's go. Here is me dropping out of platinum, clearly. Oh, did this guy hit me twice? Why did I get 0 points from this battle? I guess he hit me twice, but we can't see the name here. Okay, my defense looks like it kind of did good. So okay, reset ended like 26 minutes ago. So if we like start from this first battle against me is like 14 minutes before it ended. So I did get hit quite many times actually, but I had mostly losses in defense at the start, and I had like a couple wins at the end, which probably was really good for me. Well, okay, this win didn't count, so maybe it wasn't that good. This didn't count. That didn't count, so it's not like I gained points from defense, but it could have gone a lot worse. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Like the defense that I ran is the same thing that I was just using in the battle. That is Donatello, Protoss, and Predator. If you see this defense in Platinum, I mean, there's no way you're gonna not hit this, right? Even if this is like 6 points in the current meta, and you see other teams with like 10 points or whatever, if you can farm those teams, you can probably kill me in like 5 seconds, so there's no way you're not gonna attack this one. If I was a little bit higher points, I think I would have gotten even more hits against my defense. Okay, live arena, not going well on this session. I don't think I even gained points, maybe I even lost points. What do you mean? My Twitch stream is down? Well, what are you talking about? No, not like it matters. It's not like I'm gonna have any views on Twitch anyway, but it looks like it's up for me. Okay, live arena session today kind of let down, but I did get the sweet parry. I really hope I get some accessories on Lizardman faction. Whatever it is, obviously we're gonna chaos or it. Needs to be on the right faction though. And like, I will use really crappy accessories. Even if I have like a banner with no speed on it, we're gonna use it on Predator. It's gonna be worth it. No, I did finish Plat Malice card. It's just that people can attack other people after. If somebody didn't finish Platinum, they can hit other people in Platinum after the reset ended, and they can reduce my points, and they can gain points. I can't gain points if I finish Plat, but those people can make me lose points. But I did definitely finish Plat this time, because let me find the picture. I might be below it right now, but I think we definitely got it. Yeah, Torlek, go ahead. You don't really have to ask me to ask permission to ask questions. But let me find the picture when it ended. Ugh. Annoying team. I think I fought this guy like a couple times today. I think I've won those battles. Maybe. I think we had maybe like 3 battles. I feel like I maybe won all of them, or at least most of them. Okay, so here's the scoreboard. Again, this is not like, you know, perfect, but this was when there was 5 seconds left of Platinum Reset, and I didn't take like multiple hits in my defense, so it showed that I was like rank 396 with 5 seconds left. So I think I made it. And I think other people were saying that the cutoff was like 4090 points, something like that. So I think I'm like barely couple points above it. It doesn't really matter to me if I finish 499 or rank 21, but as long as I finish, that's good enough for me, honestly. Maybe my Predator can go crazy with the new speed parry set. That could be my new breakout thing that gives me edge, assuming I get some pulls, of course, too. You can fall from Platinum after reset. We'll see about it tomorrow. Can't be 100% because the leaderboards are so scuffed, but I think I made it. There was one reset, I want to say like 3 or 4 weeks ago, where everybody, including me, thought I didn't make it, and I was like gold even before it ended, but I was still plat, so who knows. What shampoo do I use? What kind of question is that? I'm not very tryhard about it. I use whatever I find at the store when I need it. Some people don't even believe in using shampoo and soap and think that it's like bad for the skin and it makes you like vulnerable, and we're meant to have the, I don't know what you call it in English, like the natural oil your body creates or whatever. So there is that debate too. Not that I don't use shampoo, but a lot of people don't even think you should use it. So it was kind of close, but not close enough. Is it soft to touch? I went to shower before. Okay, you want to know something funny? This is no cap related to your question about shampoo. So I went to the shower just before the reset, before I started streaming. I ran out of shampoo. I didn't even use shampoo. Usually I use both conditioner and shampoo. I didn't even have any. So this is just raw today. I had like so tiny amount of it that I didn't really use shampoo at all. But yeah, it's fluffy if I go after I go shower, the hair is fluffy and then it becomes normal the next day. I can make it like super fluffy. Sometimes on the streams you will see that it looks like I almost have like afro or something. If I go to like shower and then I dry it and then, you know, dry it with like towel and do it quickly, then it will be like very fluffy. Right now it's not really that fluffy. Wait, this is not this is a bot account, right? I feel like this is bot. They changed it so that bots can have... okay, this has to be bot. Bots can have avatars. I posted it in Discord. 1 minute after Platinum closed, it showed I was in Plat. 5-6 minutes later, I was no longer in Platinum. Yeah, that's common. Like I said before, Parry totally screwed up how the leaderboards and the rankings work in Platinum right now. After the Platinum reset ends, I mean, I just said this a couple minutes ago, but as a recap, you can't gain any points, but other people can hit you and you can still lose points, so you can drop out of Platinum after the Platinum reset ends, even if you finished it. So the scoreboards get scrambled instantly, like just like couple seconds in and they're already not correct, so you can't really believe what you see with your eyes in the leaderboards. Surely this is a bot. He's so low points. This has to be a bot. Okay, well, I'm not sure. I wasn't paying that close attention if that happened. Maybe I didn't make it then. Who knows? We'll find it out tomorrow, I guess. Okay. I don't think I can cancel this fight to double check, but I feel like it had to be a bot. He was so low points too. Other people can gain points. The people that didn't... The rules apply to you. You can't gain points, but other people that didn't finish Platinum, the rule doesn't apply to them. It's weird. Like, I lost a bunch of points. If you look at my points, last time I opened it just a while ago, you saw that I was like... I had dropped down a lot of points. I think I was 4060 or something. So yeah, you do lose points. We can find the screenshots, but it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. The same thing happened to me, but the opposite way. I was in gold after it ended. It showed that I was in gold. And I still got the Platinum route. Just so you know. This has happened to me before. It could be that I didn't finish gold, but I know that you can drop to gold after you finish Platinum, because this has happened to me before. The other people can gain points, and then they can hit you from gold. We will not know until 12 hours ago. Plarium really should have made this work some way different. I think I fought Bumpy like multiple times on weekend and I feel like I lost most of them. I wasn't doing too well against him. Well, again, you can find the screenshot about this man's greatest friend, or I think it's the live in a stream like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. Go look it up. I was gold for after and I still got the loot, so... I think I can actually go for Fabian ban here. So I guess Galatir is on the table too. Let's go for Galatir. I think Bumpy has been pretty active. He's kind of the same deal as me, that he's close to it, but he needs to grind. And he's been farming points from me. Okay. Surely this is a good start. I hope the Empress goes first. Let's go. Surely we got this. How is he gonna win now? Looks winnable to me. My Predator is often too fast for my own good. I want to make him slower, but it's gonna be really hard to make him slower in Swift Parry. Okay, it's looking good, but he has Nice on the team, so I don't have Rotos in this battle. It's not gonna be that easy to finish him off. Well, let me think about it. Actually, okay, no, never mind. I take it back. We're good. We're good. I still even have Whale and A3, and we have cooldown reset. Okay, never mind. Armans was alive and well. Usually the Nice on the first turn that they take, they block revive my Armans, and he's out of the battle. But we had him all the way through this time, so it was surprisingly easy to deal with the Nice even without Rotos. It's 20% chance to get the Platinum Avatar, Relic, but now they added bunch of new avatars, so I don't know if they changed the odds, but they have before said that it's 1 out of 5 to get it. Yeah. Okay, there's no reason to argue about this. Like, I'm not saying that I'm 100% sure I finished plat, but I am saying that this happened to me before on stream, on video, where I was called for after reset and I got the loot, and this was just a couple weeks ago. You know, I'm pretty sure it's either 3rd or 4th last Platinum reset stream, and you can easily just go to the end and look at it. So, but it's not big deal. This is not a bot account. Did I lose so much that Barium is giving me like easy battles? How am I getting this guy with low points? I normally don't see the people with these low points at all. Like in the last couple of days I haven't gotten them at all. I think I had so many losses in a row that I broke the matchmaking. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I was streaming so many times in the last few days to finish off the live arena season. I'm gonna play live arena obviously, but I'm gonna make a video about it, and I'm not even gonna post that video tomorrow. It's gonna be later on in the week. But yeah, tomorrow definitely no stream. I'll definitely take a picture in the morning if I get loot and say if I got it or didn't, but... Fuck, what do I do? Do I go triple nuker? My Predator doesn't have like any accuracy, maybe like 140 or something. Not even 5-star blessing, and I haven't built with him with accuracy at all. If you have him like empowered and you have like faction guardians and blessing, pretty often you're still gonna get it on nukers, but I'm not building any accuracy on him at all. Well, Vitul, last time, you know, my honor was online like this was when that one guy called me out at I don't know why. Like, we were talking about stuff, and I was talking about which factions I can do 21 on Faction Wars, and I said that I out the 21 Dars. And that guy was like, "There's no way you can out the 21 Dars," and I had to make a video of him, and I had to time it so that I started the recording before the faction was opened, so that I got it on first try auto. So I did it back then, you know. If you really want to, I can record tomorrow when I wake up and open Bloodroom to see if I got the chest or not. But I'm not sure if I got it. I could still have missed it. I'm not putting my honor on the line that I finished plat today, but I am putting my honor on the line that you can drop down to gold after you finish plat, because this has literally happened to me and it's on video. So there's no, you know, I'm 100% convicted on that. There's no way to debate about it. It's on video. I hope I made it. I want to get the accessories. Okay, we have weird stream today. Earlier on, we were instantly talking about politics, like way early on in the session. People got kind of rowdy, and now we're debating about, you know, the plat mechanics. I don't know if I should have actually banned the Gallows on this battle. He's probably gonna go first on it. I hope not, but if he gets decreased defense on everybody, it might just be one-shotting half of my team instantly. I mean, I'm sure Fabian is gonna like buff strip me, so nobody's gonna have like anything basically. Only Donatello is gonna survive the nuke. There used to be a lot of people watching my content back in the day that were very into politics, Vito, but I feel like all of those people quit the game a while ago, so there used to be way more politics talk actually than there is these days. There used to be this one like very conservative Christian nationalist guy that was always in the chat. And couple, it was like Sivisa versus him. There was like one super left woke guy, and then there was like one Christian nationalist, and then then they were like battling each other and me. So sometimes they were double teaming on me, and then sometimes, you know, we always had like arguments in the chat. Is it dark? I think, yeah, dark is what I mean. Oh, you hate them. I mean, I like both of them, but you know, sometimes they got really mad when I didn't agree with them. I feel like especially Xivisa, he was more aggro. I think he still plays the game though, but you know, I'm into politics. I'm not gonna get mad if you disagree with me, but it's usually that if you're really strong left or right, then if people disagree, then they are worse than Hitler. That's kind of the that's kind of the mindset people have these days. It's kind of you know, a foreign thought that multiple people could have like good motivations and also disagree at the same time. People often forget that people can think different things for the same reasons. Well, I'll take whatever luck I can get, but I kind of want to save it for shard pulling. I wish I could have saved my weekend shard pulling RNG for Mythics and Voids. I don't have anyone on cube. Like, did the Fabian take a double turn? Fabian has it in the mechanics if nobody has any buffs. I think when he does the A3, then he takes a double turn. I don't think cube is that common. I see it sometimes, but I think it's actually kind of a rare relic. A lot of people have it and don't really use it. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if the Nice had the cube. I would be very unusual if he did though. Usually Nice are in Vand or Xibia, and you hardly see any other relics on them. There's some debate about it if I got plat or not. That's a hard name. Akaline Akol. This is the pixel. We were just talking about this. Maybe I got plat, maybe I didn't. It could have been that I got hit after this, like this is in the last 5 seconds, and I didn't get it. I thought I did, but maybe I missed it. I'm not sure. We'll find out in 10 hours. Thanks to Plarium. Plarium good product development. I don't know who had the idea that we need to wait for 12 hours and we can't even know what rank we got. And the leaderboards can be shuffled by people playing after the reset ended. Oh yeah, that I've seen before. Yeah, that I've seen before. Like the Chrysalit. But usually it's like if you're lucky enough to get Xibia, then you're gonna use it on Nice, and if not, then probably just Band, or then whatever music relics that you might want to be put to use. But Wand is pretty good, and they even go for the epic Blessing Chainbreaker that removes CC from you, because Nice is so tanky and so fast in the second form, and getting CC'd is kind of like the main issue, because he self-heals and revives, so they often are pretty happy just to go Wand with him and have like a defensive relic. Okay, that's an interesting start. This guy is picking first 2 picks Justice and Armand, so I should be honored with that. Either he's counter picking me or he's a fellow traveler, but in either case it's not too bad. Yeah, I agree with what you said, Lana Cesaro, about politics. I'm a little bit black-pilled about politics too, you know. I can tell you a fun fact. It is literally true. So, have I missed couple elections? Sure. But do I like vote in like, you know, presidential, local election and like parliament election, you know? I usually vote in all 3. And I voted for many times. Guess how many times the candidate that I have voted for has gotten elected? It's a round number, I can tell you that much. So it's a little bit blackpilling if you keep voting, and not a single time the person I have voted for has even gotten to the office that I was voting him for. Now, a couple times I've been a little bit strategic about it, that maybe there's been like some election and I know somebody's getting in, so I'm not voting for him anyway. But you know, generally I vote whoever has like, I do the what you got in Finnish, it's vaalikone. It's like voting machine, we call it. I don't know what's the English version of it, but you do these surveys and see how much different politicians agree with you, and after that you can see like the ratio of them agreeing with you, like the highest ratio and different politicians. And then you can also see the longer versions, what they said to the question. And I usually kind of, in big part, just go based on that whoever actually agrees with me, I vote for them. I don't have like any party that I really align with, so I'm generally voting for candidates and not parties. And never if I vote for somebody, he actually gets elected. No, not that, you know, you could take the black pill even further than that, but even if he gets elected, then what, he's gonna get bribed and be part of the machine, but I can't even get the first step right. I have a couple acquaintances actually that got elected to their local, not in my town, but they got elected to their local town councils when they were really young, like in like early 20s, and you know, if you do that, you can definitely make difference. If you don't think too much about the national or global stage and you just think about your local stuff, it's not even impossible for like very young person to get elected. So that's maybe the most successful thing I've seen about politics, but for me personally, it hasn't really been that. It's not looking too good. Rotos can't really hit anybody in his team. But yeah, I have a couple friends that are have been elected multiple times in interlocal town councils. I was kind of interested about it at one point, but I have never tried it yet, at least. Too much shields and I'm too low health. I don't think I can make a comeback here. Yeah, that's a big shield, I agree. And it's a Stormcaller Marius. Okay. Well, it was kind of back and forth, but definitely I wasn't farming. Rank 115. I feel like I even dropped a couple ranks in the current session, but that's fine. 2 days left, or however you wanna call it, like 1.5 day, but the second day, like right now is like 12 AM for me, so it's super late, and the next two sessions are like in the middle of night, so I can kind of play like maybe one session, not fully, on the next day, but let's say I have like 1 day plus a little bit to grind, and I think I was like 80 points behind or something. Like, okay, yeah, let's say 80, let's call it 80. Little bit more than 80, but 80 points behind. It's not guaranteed that I get it, so let's not get too happy just yet. All of these other people are playing too, and they are really good accounts. Like, look, RDD is there. Oh, he has good win rate, but yeah. Wait, is that guy? That's not even Aspie? Oh, it is Aspie. Okay. Oh, you want to see if that one guy was bot? Looks like it wasn't. I got some miracle lucky matchmaking there. I had 2 losses in a row. Yeah, I don't know how I got this guy. I haven't gotten an opponent like that. This guy too, I was surprised about him. I think I had too many losses here and I broke the matchmaking. I don't know about voting for losers, you know. I vote for my I vote for my conscience. Isn't that, you know, what you're supposed to be? Isn't it a little bit kind of cynical in a way? I'm not saying it's wrong, but isn't it a little bit cynical that you're not, which I think is what people commonly do, that you're not voting for the person you agree with, but you're like voting against another candidate, or you're voting for a guy that has big chance to get elected and this kind of stuff. Like, I can tell you, like, for example, not that I have an issue with it, but for example, what my parents have been doing last couple elections in their local town council. So they live in a town that is majority Swedish-speaking people. There is some towns in Finland like that. They're usually on like the coast. And the Swedish people, kind of like how all other ethnics usually are in other like countries where they are minority, they are kind of sticking together, and they're always, you know, voting for voting for Swedish supremacy, or however you want to put it, but they're voting for stuff that helps Swedish people, and the non-Swedish people always feel that it's not. Other people are voting for many different parties, and the Swedish people always vote for Swedish party, and Swedish party advocates for Swedish people. That's how it goes. And my parents have been voting for a party that they don't like, which is like Kokoomus in Finland. Well, you know, I think my mother hates it, my father is kind of neutral, but Kokoomus is maybe like the Finnish Republicans, let's say. They are like conservative, but they care more about the economy, really, than they're more like conservative for economic stuff than social stuff. And they are, you know, they want more more immigrants so they can get, you know, cheap labor and this kind of stuff. And they want lower taxes and, you know, they want to help the corporations. But my parents voted for it like 2 times in a row in the last elections, just so that the local town council would not be majority Swedish party, but it would be a split between the Swedish party and the corporate party, or however you want to call it. In Finnish it's kokoomus. But they don't really care for the party, they just didn't want the Swedish party to have like majority in the council. That's real life for you. I mean, that's like a sensible strategic voting, but I feel like it's a little bit like off point, at least how I see voting, that you vote for somebody that you agree with, but you're basically voting against somebody else. Oh fuck, I did 22 battles, not 2. About the mainstream media thing, you know, it's a little bit different. I feel like, I don't know if you are like US person, Lanzo, but in European countries we have a lot more parties than in US, so if you guys have 2, then, you know, I don't know, I don't even know how many parties Finland has. Some of them are less relevant than others, and there's like a couple new parties every electoral season, but let's say we have like 15 plus parties, and obviously there's like 7 major ones, let's say, but there's a lot more than that. So it's not like Team Red or Team Blue, there's a lot more options. Anyway, I think we're gonna end the stream today. We're just doing some boring grind stuff and talking about stupid politics, so I think it's good time to end it. But yeah, have a nice weekend. Hope you guys are gonna get your loot. Hopefully I'll get my loot. We'll see about it. I hope